Welcome, everybody, to the Windy City Sports Network. You clicked on it and tell you what we're all about. So this is Windy City Sports Network. It's our YouTube channel that we created to take our podcast to the next level. What I'm going to do in this video is a quick intro on what we are, who we're about, and what we're trying to do. So I'm Big Nick Cole, and we basically do two shows. The two shows that we do are Chicago Sports Crunch Radio, which we call CSCR, and Wrestle Talk Radio, which is called WTR. We elaborate on mostly local sports on CSCR, but we go into the national level as well too. And then in WTR, we talk about all assets of professional wrestling, TNA, Impact, ROH, New Japan Pro Wrestling, especially WWE. We started our podcast in 2014, and we started on a couple platforms, which is solely, strictly Stitcher Radio and iTunes, and we obviously used our social media. By then, we have grown. We went a little stagnant in a couple years, and we didn't do much with it. And now we're back. We rebranded, we redesigned, and we came back. And not only now are we on 9 platforms so that our podcast can be listened to, but we're also here on YouTube for you guys to watch us. We think bringing the studio atmosphere live and letting you guys talk to us in the chat rooms so that you guys can interact would bring the show and our podcast to a completely different level. So obviously I said my name's Big Nicole. We're a bunch of guys, grew up together, north side of the city, Chicago, born and raised here, every single one of us. We started the show, or I started the show initially with the guy on my right, and he's my right-hand man, and that's why he's on my right, and that's Mr. Jackman. You can find him on Twitter at WCSN Jackman, Jackman's with 2 N's. To my left is Sammy the Bull, and you can find him on Twitter at WCSN Sammy. Both of them are boxing aficionados, so we also talk about boxing, which is included in our CSCR shows. On our wrestling show, we have the originator and the one who sort of started this concept with me, the mouth of the Midwest, Levi, who is sort of on the loop and the lingo as we rebranded back, and he will be coming back with us. And you can find him on Twitter. I believe it's at LM Levi, Levi. Also, the person that's always with me on these shows is Wild Bill. You can find him on Twitter at Wild Bill WCSN. We have a couple guys that are helping us out on our social media, and that's Scotty Too Hottie, and then we got Money Marty, who you guys, if you stay tuned to us, is at WCSN Money Marty. And he helps us out both on the Twitter and the Facebook aspect. Now, that's the group we are, and what we try to bring to you guys is an opinion that we believe, born and raised in this city, is what a true fan of this city feels and how they think about our sports, about the Bears, about the Bulls, about the Blackhawks, the Cubs, the White Sox, all of our local sports that we beloved and we hold very close to our hearts. We talk the way we feel about them, good or bad. Now, where can you find us? We're on a lot of platforms now. So the most important one for us is iTunes. So if you're watching this because you clicked on it to see what this is all about, go to iTunes for us, subscribe to our iTunes channel, give us a 5-star. What we try to do with that is try to get to a top 100 podcast so we can have bragging rights as a group of friends that, hey, we made a top 100 podcast. 2 is Stitcher Radio, and that's available both on iOS and Android. All of the platforms that we actually have are for free, and that's very important to us. It's a free concept that we want to provide to you guys. So all these platforms are available on iOS and Android, on a tablet, an Apple tablet or an Android tablet, whatever you have. But Nonetheless, it's iTunes, which is our most important one. You have Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Podbean, Overcast, Castbox. We're on Google Play now, and then SoundCloud, which is that's our mother station. That's where we were born from, and that's where we sort of started and created out and branched out from there. So SoundCloud obviously as well too, and you can follow us on SoundCloud too. We have 2 social media platforms, with 3 really, 2 that we really focus on. First one is Twitter. Twitter is at WCSN312. You can go on there and follow us. Our Facebook is the same thing, at WCSN312, and you can go on there and like us. And we also created a Instagram page, which is at WCSN312 as well. So on our social media, everything is at WCSN312. Very clever, 312, Chicago's original area code. We post all of our shows on all of our social media. We also post a bunch of hot topics, hot news topics, and we also update our fans on when we're going to post our next shows. Now, the second part of all this, and the most important part, is what we're doing right now, and that's on YouTube. And for us to get some traction, get posted on the front page of YouTube, we need you guys to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel. So go right here, and there's a subscribe button on the bottom, and just click on that subscribe for us. That way we can get our page on the front to get more notoriety, so we can get more fans to know and hear about us as well too. Now, we our 2 shows that we do, like I said before, CSCR and WTR, we started doing live shows on here. So not only can you watch our videos, but you also can watch us live to join our chat room and tell us anything you guys want. Ask us any question. We'll read the question out and we'll answer it for you guys. CSCR, Chicago Sports Crunch Radio, we do every Friday at 7 p.m. Wrestle Talk Radio, WTR, is every Wednesday, 7 p.m. So Friday is Chicago Sports Crunch Radio live on YouTube, and Wrestle Talk Radio is at 7 p.m. live on Wednesdays. Once we're done recording and we're done live, we post the podcast, and then you can also watch the video later on our YouTube channel. So what I need from all you guys once you're done watching this is spread the word. Go out, tell your friends, tell your family, have them subscribe to our YouTube channel, have them go to our iTunes. Just spread the word, have them join our social media. We want to get the word out. This, guys, is WCSN, the Windy City Sports Network. And it's built by the fans for you guys, the fans. Thank you.